What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Like always, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to hit the subscribe, hit the like, and really hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified as soon as I upload the next video. Now, today I really want to talk to you guys about the importance of being a leader, not only to others, but really be a leader to yourself. Now, I know this sounds extremely selfish, but hear me out. Being a leader for others is great, but sometimes you have to be able to lead yourself when no one else is around. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean by that it's like it's being part of an adult. It's you being a part of being more mature in a sense and really kind of step away from being a child and more towards the actual aspect of like growing up. Now, I get a lot of you watching this are actually just starting your adult life, which is perfectly fine. Now, the first step of you being a leader to yourself is really taking responsibility from your actions. Now, this is not something I shouldn't be talking about or mentioning in particular, but a lot of us millennials nowadays are just tend to blame everyone else and everything else for our own things or their own screw up. So we should be able to take responsibility for things that we do and cause, rather than blame the neighbors for something that they have no reason for them to be blamed, really. So it's particularly true that for us men, if you tend to blame everyone else, it's a total turn off for ladies. Like, seriously guys, if you do something and you mess up in any sort of way, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I'm the one that messed up, my bad, and just move on. Not only is that going to kind of bring in a more mature aspect towards the ladies that are sitting next to you, but it's also going to show that you're not afraid to admit failure. And that also means that you're willing to improve yourself little by little. So don't be afraid to take responsibility for your action and just kind of step out of the box and be like, hey, I messed up, I screwed up, let me fix it, type of situation. Alright, number 2, or step 2 to become a great leader for yourself is always seeking self-improvement. This is a mistake I pretty much did for quite a bit of time in my life. Was I always thought that I was going to be pretty much, I'm already the top, I'm the best athletic guy, I'm probably the best fit guy and all those things, and I didn't have to improve in any sort of way. But then little by little you start realizing, hey, there's always something that I can improve on. So when I was already, my physical aspect was already on point, I started focusing more on my career and pretty much getting promoted and a little bit faster and stuff like that. And now that was accomplished, that means I already had 2 things in my life that were somewhat good. Then I started worrying about my financial aspect and my mental aspect. This is where you really have to kind of work on creating new skills and learning new skills and learning new craft, because it's going to help you with your mental aspect, your financial aspect, and your emotional aspect. Now, why do I talk about the emotional aspect? The emotional aspect is extremely important, specifically because of the emotional intelligence that I spoke to about a couple of videos ago, where if you have emotional intelligence, not only will you going to be able to get a bigger job or better job down the road, but will also help you earn more respect from others and be able to lead a bigger audience, or lead more followers in a sense. So don't be afraid to kind of work on your emotional aspect and really be able to grasp your emotion and understand when you're afraid of things, why are you afraid of those things, or when you're happy about doing something, why does that thing make you happy? So this is where the emotional aspect comes into play. It's going to take a little bit of time, it's going to take a little bit of work, but this is something that I think everyone should be working towards and striving, because the mental aspect, that is part of the emotional aspect. The financial thing, honestly, financially, anybody can be financially fit or financially well. It just comes down to just overall training and constant growth in a way. The physical aspects is just anybody can go to the gym and do those things, but the emotional and the mental is probably the most challenging one. It's things going to take a lot longer. This is something that you should be working on every single day, and this can be as simple as learning a new skill or learning a new craft. It's going to help you with the mental aspects. Alright, it also is going to help you with the standing out away from the crowd. This is where you can actually tell the difference between a boy and a man, and really a girl to a woman, is by pretty much being able to kind of self-improve in a way little by little over time. Now, the third and final point to become a great leader for yourself is not to be as afraid to ask for help. Now, this is something that I'm guilty of myself. I'm somebody that's extremely proud, and honestly, when it comes to being able to ask for something, or being able to actually ask for help, for me, it's extremely hard to get on my knees and beg somebody for help. But this is not what it is about. It's really not what it is about. You have to be willing to ask others for help, but only after you have done everything within your power to actually succeed, and pretty much, and you just kept failing or falling on your ass, really. So this is what I mean, that you don't ask for help ahead of time. Ask for help when you're ready, just kind of use everything that you have and you just don't have anything else to use or don't know what to do next. So don't ask for help when you haven't done the work yet or for yourself, because people are just gonna think that you waste of time, and most of the time they're just not gonna help you. If they do help you, they're gonna give you very vague way of achieving rather than actually look at what you made, what kind of mistake you made in the process, and just kind of correct those mistakes based on their experience. Now, this means that creating your own track record before you ask for help is a way, and also, in other words, pretty much setting up the foundation of your work so the people actually help you put up the roof. So in other words, it's a lot of this what I'm talking about here is more towards business. When it comes to things, you have to put in the work and just kind of get started the business, put the foundation of the business, introducing the things into play before you even ask any mentor or ask for anybody's help, because a lot of the time people are just not going to respond to you if you don't really have a certain track record of like, this is what I have done, this is what I have achieved, this is what I think I'm failing at, and then those individuals can come into play and tell you, okay, this is what you have done, this is what you have done actually wrong, and then you correct that deficiency, and eventually it's going to help you become more proficient and more successful. Now, this goes into more specific to the business aspect, but also can go anywhere in life, whether it is with your partners, with your family, or any of those things. You need to do things for yourself a little bit at first before you can ask for help from your family members or, you know, girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever else it is. If you out there pretty much looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend, hey, work on yourself first, because honestly, if you go out there and start chasing, you know, Tom, Jerry, Ashley, or whatever, you're gonna fall on your ass. Most people just gonna not want to deal with you because you don't have anything to bring to the table. So this really comes to play. You need to help yourself in order for others to actually be able to help you. Alright guys, if you guys made it this far in this video, you guys are awesome. I really want to thank you all for the amazing support. Like always, if you guys need anything, just hit me down in the comment section or just join my Discord. Just private message me. I'm always on there, my phone and stuff like that. So there's a way for you guys to reach me and just kind of shoot me a text, and I'll respond to you guys there as soon as I can. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of this gameplay here, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Spotted a subject. Out. She's low on me.